We're back.
I'm George.
And I'm Danny, and today we are going to... What are we doing? Adam? Yeah, I see.
Oh, wait, we're going to do Adam?
Okay. Yeah. No, I
wait, yeah?
Yeah, Okay,
okay. Well, I didn't know that was what this kind of game was.
Yep. Okay, we're done.
We've established in a previous episode, I'm alright with that, so... Let's just take these pants off.
Yeah. Oh, no, what are you talking about? I was just listening to Adam.
What? Huh?
I was listening to Adam. He told us to go up there and... he said that there's some wildlife. Why are your pants off?
Do you want me to put them back on, or am I alright?
Please put them... Please put your pants on. This is...
I don't really want to, but okay. I'll do it just for you.
It is your house, so I don't give a shit.
That is true.
Alright, now we're gonna... So Adam's found out there's some people alive. You should talk to those people.
You murdered one of them!
It was an X-parasite! It wasn't a real one!
Oh, really? That human being was a parasite. Listen to you.
I mean, like...
You can tell it was bad in Metroid's room because it's red.
Yep.
And dark.
Alright, let me just...
Oh, we were talking about Nintendo and the weird balance they have between being original and being super entrenched in tradition.
Yeah.
But, like, I should make a point that there's only a few games where they do that. I think a lot of these older Metroids up until the last two were very by the numbers. Obviously, Metroid Prime did a lot different, but then even the Metroid Prime games started to just fall into the same pattern.
Yeah.
But there's stuff like Mario, which consistently feels very fresh game to game. Like, even the stuff they're doing now with this new Mario Odyssey looks way different from what was in, like, Super Mario 3D World.
I wonder if that's gonna be a boss later.
Is that Ridley?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, like, this was the thing that Metroid Other M cleared up. And that's kind of weird that Other M would clear this up, but I guess it was, like, fine or whatever. Never mind. Don't tell me anything. I don't know why I went to you. Okay, good. So, like, Metroid Other M, like... So, like, we killed Ridley, like, 2 times in the series. If we're not counting Metroid Prime.
Sure.
Like, Metroid Prime.
He's a robot at some point, isn't he?
Yeah, he's, like, Meta Ridley, and then, like, whatever.
Look, that's... talking about tradition, that's another thing, is all the Metroid games have a Ridley fight, don't they?
Metroid 1 and Metroid 3, Super Metroid, and Metroid 4. That's it. Metroid 2 did not
Metroid Prime had Ridley.
Metroid Prime 1 and Metroid Prime 3.
That's still, like...
They instinctively
I feel
just
the
skip
majority of the games have Ridley.
Majority... like, you don't have it in number 2, in both Prime 2 and in regular 2. So it's kind of like... Yeah.
Anyway, what did Other M clear up about Ridley?
So, like, it was established that they were at a space station in Other M. Like, similar to this one. Fucking, of course. And you see this little creature, this little fuzzball, and it's like, oh, it's a cute little thing. It's not going to be threatening overall. Later on in the thing, it evolves, and it's just, oh, it's a Ridley. Like, that thing was evolved into
so
Ridley.
there's multiple Ridleys.
There was multiple Ridleys. Like,
okay.
The Ridley, it clears up that, like, the Ridley you fought was, like, clones. Look, it's these little guys.
Would have been fine if he just kept being a robot.
Because, like...
you beat him, and you beat him, he has to get cybernetics because he was almost dead, and then, like, each time he appears afterwards, it's just like, I don't know, I got repaired, because, like, I'm mostly a robot now. But I don't know how, like, sentient Ridley is. So.
In Metroid Prime, he was a robot.
Okay.
And then in Metroid, or in Super Metroid, he's still, like, a regular, like, dragon dude. The only
Ridley seems to be, like, a fan favorite, which is also kind of strange to me because I've never seen him as much more than just a generic dragon enemy.
Space
He
dragon.
just happens to be reoccurring.
It's just weird because, like, Ridley doesn't talk.
Fine.
Like, Ridley doesn't talk. And, like,
but he's sentient, isn't he?
He's sentient,
okay.
which is odd. Like, you always see the pirate logs of just like,
Ridley's
doing some shit!
That's what I remember is, like, I thought Ridley was supposed to be like a space pirate.
Yeah,
like,
Ridley is the leader.
He knows
of
what
the
he's doing.
pirate.
He's up to some shit. Yeah, Ridley's got an enterprise, man. Ridley's a business owner. But every time you see him, he's just like, I'm a dragon, I'm pissed.
So, like...
Fucking, I'm a robot.
In the manga...
Yeah, Metroids.
In the manga, Ridley talks.
Okay, well, look, we're not getting back into which comics which of us read.
I mean, like, I'm talking about the official one that, like,
I thought that what I read was official, too. We've been over this.
Okay, so I just freed the little alien dudes.
Oh boy.
Those are from Metroid, Super Metroid, by the way. So like it's canon that the saving the animals ending is correct.
You saved the animals, so this speed run is forfeit.
Yep. Yeah, we saved the animals, and so that's it. It's we got a lot of donations. Can we read donate?
Sure. I got a donation here from Oingo Boingo fan 69.
Oingo Boingo.
It says, "You guys are cancer. How much more money do I have to donate until we rid the world of you?"
Well,
all you gotta do is donate 1 bullet. We'll just put our heads together. It'll go through me, then it'll go through Danny.
No, your skull is too thick.
Oh, you're right. Maybe it should go through you, and then hopefully it goes through me.
No, mine is also too thick. So
okay. All right. Well, donate 2 bullets.
Donate 2 bullets. Maybe some money. I don't know.
Suicide is funny. Da, 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 da.
But really funny. Great.
Yeah. No,
great job. Keep it up.
Keep
it up. All right. What do you got to tell us, Adam? We saved the animals. What's going on? Oh, I thought they were humans. Oh well.
Sorry, turns out, you really didn't need to go save them. They're animals, whatever.
Whatever.
Who cares?
And then it just even says, I guess the X doesn't even want to, eat them because they're too weak. You're just cool.
I don't get it. Is Adam a good guy?
Adam's just a computer right now. Adam's a good guy in, Metroid Other M, but then later... Oh, I gotta go second.
So does he betray us in this?
Not necessarily. Okay. He'll still be follow the orders, damn it. And you're just as the player, it's well, what if I don't want to? Then he's you can just stand there. I think he does actually. Yeah, he does betray us. He locks us in a room.
A jerk.
Yep, with him.
Oh, never mind. This suddenly got. Now I'm way into it.
And it's just a weird Metroid game. I prefer Super Metroid because here's the thing about Metroid.
It just seems like a Metroid game to me. I think that's going to be the tough part for me about ranking these things is they all just look the same.
They are the same. They it's just that Super Metroid has more story
and whatever. I know this is 2 episodes now where I'm just talking about the similarities between things and what is tradition.
Well,
what do you want to keep? What do you want to get rid of? How fresh do you want to go? How much do you want to risk?
Here's what I would think they should do with the newest Metroid. They should have I know it's a stupid prospect FromSoft make Metroid. A Metroid where you're isolated. Look just exploring. No kind of bullshit of people telling you shit or
So
whatever.
You want Breath of the Wild but with Metroid. You want a Metroid game where you are left on this big open station to just figure everything out yourself.
Not open world. It has to be FromSoft's level design where it's just because Metroid does have its shortcuts and other things where it's oh finally I just opened this path after getting this upgrade. But how they do it in Dark Souls is a lot better, where you open a gate and boom, you just got to the next bonfire. That's stuff that you like. That's stuff I really like. Where it's just,
less backtracking.
Less backtracking.
More linear.
More linear. I feel if they did a linear Metroid, it would probably be a lot better.
I have no opinion because again, I don't have a huge attachment to the Metroid games.
Well,
I
Dark Souls...
I think what these are is fine. I think maybe what they need to go back to is this, look at Sonic as an example.
Right.
That is a franchise that is only really been critically acclaimed back on the fucking Genesis. Even the Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 stuff are things that at the time were well received, but over time has been... They've aged so poorly that I think people recognize that by and large. So, look, the Sonic series is nothing if not daring. They try to do something different with almost every single one of those titles. The problem is everything they do that is different feels like trash.
Also, another problem is that Metroid is not a very well acclaimed series
you could have fooled me.
Yeah.
But
even Legend of Zelda, it's very unpopular in Japan. People like it, but it's not as critically acclaimed as it is in the
Well,
West.
I mean, but my main point here is there's you need to experiment. You need to try something new with your games. You can't just keep making the same thing over and over again and expect people to stick with it indefinitely. Like, eventually people are going to get burnt out. Even like Dark Souls, which are still, like, they've not done a whole lot to really make those things stand out far apart from each other. Like, going through Dark Souls 3 again, feeling a little bit burnt out on those things. Like, it's just the same shit over and over again. They need to do something different with it. But the thing about experimentation is, if you do it while also forgetting the things that made your game great to begin with, it's probably not going to go over so well. Like, the Sonic games dropped a lot of the stuff that made those original games so good. They lost their way, and that is why you have this really long stretch of just bad games. And now they're going back and they're doing Mania, and it's like, hey, it's the same, it's the shit that worked. And, like, that's what I want. I want them to go back and just do Sonic 3 again. Just do Ocarina of Time again. But, like, the difference is, I think with Zelda, that they've managed to remember the things that make Zelda so special and hold on to those, and then everything else that just wasn't working, that needed to be updated and fresh, they've gone in that direction and they've tried something very new with it, and it works.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, she's asleep. Resident Evil 7. Like, 7...
Oh.
7 remembers the stuff that made those original Resident Evils so good, and it drops everything else that made the recent Resident Evils so poorly received.
Right.
And it innovates on it by adopting this new perspective and this new way that you go about playing the game, and it's a lot of fun. It still feels like a Resident Evil game. It feels more like a Resident Evil game than 5 and 6 did. So it's about finding that balance, I guess, of holding on to the stuff that worked and then dropping everything else and doing something new. And so I think my thing with Metroid is, at least looking at these games, they don't do that. It's just the same game over and over.
Like I said, they just really
And then they iterated on it. Then they did Other M and they did Federation Force, but they forgot everything that made Metroid games good.
Like, Federation Force is just like a little, like, offshoot. I knew it was going to be an offshoot. It's just, like...
Still.
It's very... Like, Federation Force...
What people want right now is not an offshoot. What people want is an actual Metroid game.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not giving Federation Force, like, the credit or whatever. Or, like, the benefit of the doubt. But, like... I hear it's a fun little shooter, but, like, it's on the 3DS, so it's just, like, it's not good to have it on the 3DS. Why have a first-person shooter on the 3DS, you know what I mean?
Well, new 3DS probably makes it a little bit
A little
better,
bit stabler, but like,
yeah.
even then, it's still just, like, it's on the 3DS, for God's sake. Okay, there we go.
I would love them to do a new Metroid, but...
I would love them to do a new Metroid.
Keep the things that make Metroid work, and then find other
Metroid
ways to
great
make
again.
it feel fresh.
Make Metroid great again, is all I say.
Yeah, well,
You know what I mean?
I think making it story heavy and then limiting what items you're able to use is the wrong approach to doing a Metroid game.
It sure is. Okay, let's see.
I really think you could do something like Breath of the Wild, though. I think you could just shove Samus up on this, like, really large space station and just not give the player any real direction on where to go. Just have them figure it out. Probably be fine.
I think it'd be kind of cool. Motherfucker. Alright. This puzzle's not puzzle, it's more of like...
That's one of the things I do really like about Metroid, though, is
You got these
it's about not restricting the player, really.
Yeah.
Like, you do have to go get items and open up different paths, but there's a lot of just exploring the world.
There we go. Oh, thank God.
That was
see how that bullshit? That's some Metroid bullshit right there. It's like, I don't know. See, I think that's why Dark Souls, like FromSoft, could make a good Dark Souls game, because there's a lot of little essences here and there.
FromSoft could make a good Dark Souls game. They've in fact made 3 of them.
I mean Metroid. Like, because, like, Dark Souls and Metroid do share.
Well, so, like, right now, I don't even want a Dark Souls 4. I just want them to be. I want them to be done with that for a very long time.
They said the Dark Souls. This is the last Dark Souls.
No. the director, I'm blanking on his name, he said his involvement with Dark Souls is done.
Miyazaki?
Yes, other people could go and do something with it, but he is done with it. Which is maybe a good thing, because I think his contributions to the series have mostly been things I don't like, whereas the stuff contributed by the B team has been things that I do like.
Then maybe the B team will take over.
I would love a new Dark Souls game made by the B team, but I think that they should give it a good long breath.
They should like look at what makes.
I
both.
think it needs
They
to
should
be a few years before we get another Dark Souls. I think doing these annually and not really iterating on them all that much is...
not make it the Call of Duties.
Yeah, I don't need a annual Dark Souls game. And whatever they do from a Souls game next, I want it to be fresher than it has been.
Right.
I think Bloodborne was a good step in that direction. I think maybe Bloodborne didn't go far enough with it.
Bloodborne 2. We'll just have to wait. There we go.
I would love it if you made those games like a lot more fast-paced, but still maintain some of the risk in that. And
yeah.
I think Bloodborne was kind of going in that direction. Like, it's a... you have to be more aggressive. There are no shields. The quick dodge in that game feels so good.
I know.
So good. It's really what I'm missing from 3.
I'm surprised there's no ring that gave you that kind of ability.
Well, there's a weapon art on the daggers.
The daggers, but like, why am I going to limit myself to the dagger
to
do that?
Yeah. Well, there's I can't remember what the name of the team is, but there's a bunch of guys that are basically doing a sci-fi Dark Souls.
Yeah, I showed you that.
Yeah, it's up in a space station. I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember the name of the team.
I don't remember. There are a bunch of ex-Ubisoft and like other people.
It looks good though.
It looks nice. I thought you said. I thought like one of the comments you made was like the little enemies aren't flailing around like a typical Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, they don't have a frenzy
game.
attack, so it's not a Dark Souls game. Like, the base bottom of the barrel enemies can't just, like, kill you by stun locking you into a corner.
Oh, man.
So it's not a Dark Souls game.
That is some major bullshit if you're gonna really...
But I'm being facetious. It looks like a...
It looks like it's gonna
like even that, like, if From just did another Dark Souls game, but it took place in a setting that is completely unconventional for that series, I think that would be a really fresh take on it.
So guess what? We're gonna fight Ridley.
Uh-oh.
See you next time.
We'll do it next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.